Good morning, everyone. Tractorman 44 back again with just about the finished product. This is a buffing wheel that I had under the bench. I think I talked about it in the last part of the video when I started laying this thing out and figuring out what to do with it. But wanted to mount it on the back of this stand. I showed you that in the first part of the video, of course. I didn't want to cut the back end of this out of here. I didn't want to cut that off a waist. It looked like it was a real good spot to hang something off of. So I grabbed this thing here and made up this little platform for it to bolt to. It's a piece of 6-inch channel iron. Took some old gas pipe. I think it was 1-inch gas pipe. Made that rudimentary hinge there and cut the wings off of some channel iron and made those little pedestals to stick that gas pipe to. Then took an old blower shaft and cut it off and butt welded it together, you know, and put a couple of set screws in it to kind of hold it whenever you get it adjusted into whatever position. Got a set screw on the top over here, got a set screw on the bottom over there, and that'll kind of hold it whenever we get the angle and everything just about right. But I went ahead and made this little pedestal, you know, their tool rest, I guess, to set your stuff on if you're going to be buffing, or you undo the set screws, throw it down under, or let it flop down to the bottom and do it freehand. Doesn't really matter. But anyway, it got nice little adjustments up underneath here. Don't know if you can see them, but more flat iron just kind of cut out and tacked up underneath there, you know, and it pivots back and forth on a 5/16 grade 8 where you can really latch it down and cinch it down really good and tight. But I think it's going to work out fairly decent. It'll actually mount on the back of that vise stand over there at just about this angle, probably a little steeper angle actually. That'll get us to where the tool rest will be fairly much horizontal, which is ultimately what we want. That's a 6-inch wheel. That's probably what I'm going to continue to run on it. But I think I could probably put an 8-inch on it. But if I did that, I'd probably have to go ahead and take this off, and I have to cut it, take a little section out of it, and bring it over and then weld it back in, you know, to kind of give me a little bit of a curvature there for the larger diameter wheel. But I've got 3 or 4 of these fairly new 6-inch wheels anyway, so I'm just going to go ahead and use them until they're all gone. Then I'll worry about adapting it for an 8-inch. But at any rate, it's about ready to weld in place. But I've already plugged it in. Make sure this cord ain't going to short out. That's the best thing about this thing is that cord. Man, look at that thing. That thing's got a lot of life left in it. But I'll probably change it anyway because I want to put a switch in it. So it looks like it's going to run pretty smooth. I think it's going to be a welcome addition to the back end of that vise I put on that stand. Okay, this is Tractorman 44. I'll be back with the finished product once I weld it in place and do a test run. Tractorman 44, we are gone.